So now we are configuring inviting you for this family training program. Thank you for listening to the session for this app. We just welcome it. Morning, I have given a brief introduction about this one. I hope you can follow good insights from this. Okay, if you have any things to know, feel free to ask. I don't make any answers to this. This is the quite advanced family program of this. Let's start noting down the names. If you have any queries, you can ask. Shall we start? All of you are with me? Last benches. Some learning have identificates last girls you can come from. Last no girls, not at all visible. You can come and occupy the franchise. Thank you, sir. Do you know these new programs? No. Do you have any idea about that? These summit programs. For purpose we gathered here, guys. The major mantra, the pre-summit program, the major mantra, three things. What are the things? People, planet, and progress. People, people, planet, and progress. So these are three mantras we are focusing on these events. Try to understand the three summits events. So everything is we are going to collaborate. Right? We are going to say this events. Fine. The next one, the major objective of this three summits event. So these are the points are included. The first one is human. What is the meaning of human capital? Any idea? Human capital. And human capital, correct? You are going to invest your brains, correct? You are going to develop, you are going to create innovative then inclusion. Similarly, inclusion. So we are going to combine the there is no way in on the safe and trusted way. We are going to bring jumping down safe and trusted way. Okay, now everyone here using the AI concept. What are the A's are there? The latest invention AI, ChatGPT. What is ChatGPT? You know. Sorry. Lot of AI came. Which one is safe? Which one is not safe? How you can judge one? This AI is safe for me. This AI is not safe for me. So when you are going to use any one, AI should be fine. Resilience. Similarly, we are going to focusing on the resilience. It is science. What are the science technologies are there? So the your innovation needs to be implemented, it needs to be satisfied science. The next one, the next one, democratics and AI and the social good. So these are the main objectives of free science events. These are the main objective of the events. So you are all from background EC department, correct? You know what is the meaning of MOT, correct? All are third year or final year students, second year students. Have done any projects? You have done any projects earlier? Okay. Any MOT projects? No. You didn't done any MOT projects. That okay, very good. So, so you know what is the meaning of MOT? MOT means what? I'm going to control a device from the remote place. You need to control your device. Maybe from the office, I'm going to control a device. Maybe from someone in the office, I'm going to control my device in home automations. All the things, door knob, everything. For example, suppose you forget to switch off the fan in your home. Your home is only controlled through air, remotely, then you can control from here. So, what are the things we are using the remote also? The main thing is sensor. Devices, connectivity, like that, data generations. Data generations. You know the meaning of sensor. Sensors. You know the sensor. Okay? What is sensor that you have? No, I want the name of the sensors. Any categories? Do you know the sensors categories? Optimization. Temperature sensor. Okay. Pressure. Movement sensor. Very good. Sorry.
PhD, okay. Very good. PID. Very good. So lot of sensors are there, right? Okay. See, you are studying the sensor only, correct? Okay. Who is inventing the sensor, these sensors? When you are going to invent the new sensor, what are the parameters you are going to develop the new sensor based on the application? For example, you are going to develop new applications. So suppose the sensor is required, you are going to create the new sensor. You can give your name also. So existing sensor is lot of sensor is available. So when you are going to focusing on the new application, new device, so you can find new sensor. Fine. And then devices. Physical objects such as machines, vehicles, and appliances that hold sensors. And connectivity. All the IoT devices are connected through yes. It is wireless or cable. Wireless. Mainly we are executing on the wireless. All the IoT devices are remote, correct? Then data generation. Continuous data is produced for monitoring and analysis. So the data analysis. So data generation means you are going to monitoring and analyze the data. So for simple examples, smart weather sensor. You know the weather sensor, correct? So based on the weather, every day they announce the news. Correct? Maybe you are watching the news 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock news. Half an hour they are telecasting the news. End of the 5 minutes or 3 minutes, they will say weather. How they are telling the weather report today. These are happens and tomorrow they are creating some awareness. Correct? Tomorrow so you know what is the meaning of remote TV? What is an AI? What is an AI? Artificial intelligence. Okay. How artificial intelligence works? It is a brain. Correct? It is a brain. Artificial intelligence. The name of the is the name of the sensor. Okay. Inside lot of algorithm are. So those algorithm needs to keep the decision making. Fine. The first one, learning from the data. AI learns patterns from the past data instead of being manually programmed. So it's going to learn existing data, past data already. The data will be stored. Right. And then prediction. AI predicts future outcome based on the known. It is going to predict the future, right? Based on the your inputs. And then finally, decision making. A chooses the best action based on the predictions and only AI has a unique own rules and regulations. Lot of AI came, right? Every AI LLM model will be. So based on the LLM model is going to predict the decisions, final decisions. The weather app learns from the past weather data, predicts rain in rain. So in this case, whether to say rain alert now. Okay, how many of them receiving every day weather report in your mobile? Everyone you are using weather app, right? So you will be mentioned every time, maybe that 1 hour or 2 hours is going to display on your mobile, right? Whether the climate is raining or not, so cloud, how it's happened. So all the data comes from the two internets. Fine. So the first one we discussed what is IoT. The second one we started with AI. So these two technology we are going to learn. These two technology we are going to learn or integrate in the becoming You are clear? Okay, fine. Integrating A and IoT. Integrating A and IoT. Both techniques we are going to combine. A and IoT work together to turn data into an intelligent access. So intelligence. The people all the companies are give the first priority to give who are intelligence. Correct? So similarly, A and IoT work together. Okay, to turn data into an intelligent access. And then build from the theory to practice. What are the gap in the research? Okay. IoT collects real world data. IoT collects real world data and AI analyzes to make the decisions. Fine, IoT devices, all the devices. For example, inside I have one animation is there. Please look at that. What is that? Anyone please guess that one? Soil monitor. Soil monitor, whatever it may be. Okay, so that device is going to collect the data from the soil. Okay, and then gives to the air. So A is going to final decision is going to take. IoT sensors device gather continuous data from the environment. Okay, AI learns from the data, predicts outcome, and recommended some actions. AI will be gives to the not only one access, it will give the possibilities to access. Correct? Not only one answer. It will give more answer to you. You can select which one is best. Fine. And the smart system. System automatically responds and improve over the, for example, soil sensors. Okay, the same monitor data and AI decides how how much to increase. You know the irrigation, fine. So, so these are the just introduction about that. Please submit programs. I hope you understand what is the meaning of IoT, what is the meaning of AI. So how we are going to integrate, how it works both together. So what are the activities happening? What AI use and then what IoT use. What second we are mainly discussing about now agriculture demand. So agriculture without food can we live? So food is very very important, right? In Andhra Pradesh, agriculture is very very important field, right? So many cultivations happen in Andhra Pradesh only. I know the rice they are cultivating 3 times per year, right? Rice, and then so they are doing lot of things in agriculture. So lot of which one that you know the grains, grains. Many grants are calculated in Andhra Pradesh. And Andhra Pradesh means that are combined Andhra Pradesh and Andhra. So now they are separating Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, right? Yeah. So that's why I just bring into the first one, agriculture. Okay, fine. So agriculture, we are going to focusing on the not only agriculture, all the things. It is all these are connectivity fields, correct? It is combined everything. All the things are combined together. It's able to do. It is depends on the each parts. So the first one is we are going to focus in what agriculture, what is agriculture, what we can do. Human resource in agriculture, wild animals, birds, irrigation department, water resource, and then medicine, community and techniques, conditions, organic intelligence. So these are now maybe you know that organic intelligence, the latest. So you know artificial intelligence. Do you buy artificial jewelry? You are not buying artificial, but you are interested in artificial intelligence, right? Fine. But similarly, organic intelligence is a major research area. So multiple companies are focusing on the organic intelligence. This is the latest of AI, of agentic AI. So nowadays, many companies are focusing on organic intelligence, investing in data also. So the first one is agriculture. Fine. Agriculture is very, very important. Correct? The first point, automation. Soil sensor automatically measure moisture and nutrition levels, not only moisture, it is analyze the nutrition levels to trigger irrigation system. How this soil is cultivated or not. It is able to cultivate particular plants or not. Know that millet and then popcorns and then what? Green color grains, green color. Um, we are calling it a ossified, grains, lot of things. Fine. And an example, irrigation system automatically turn on off based on the soil moisture level. Already, this technology can help some experts. What are the futures? How we are going to enhance the business? You should be thinking about what are the existing technologies are there, how I am going to implement, how I am going to integrate with AI concepts. Here, fine. And the next one, fertility. AI-based crop monitoring analyzes drone and satellite images to detect crop which are stress and diseases and nutritional deficiency. So plant see, human also having stress, so plant also having some stress, right? So that's why AI-based crop monitoring analysis, okay, for satellite images detect the crop stress, diseases, nutritional deficiency. It is going to analysis. An example, for example, who collects early pest infestations from leaf images. You know the leaf images already. We have taken the photo and stored into the particular databases or databases. Okay. So the images will be analysis. Image will be analysis. Farmers before crop and image the space. Okay, the disease will be, for example, one plant be affected automatically, another plant also will be spreading. The disease will be spread. Corona is spreading. So similarly, disease will not spread into all the all lands. So we will go there. Farming. Self-driving tractors perform seeding and spraying with the minimal human input. Have you seen self-driving tractors? Self-driving tractors. Yeah, self-driving tractors also is there. It's going to seed the whole grass. Just to load all the seeds. Okay, for example, 10 acre is there, 5 acre is there. I'm going to calculate the seeds. So I just to load the in a particular locations in the tractor. So it will be moving around the land automatically. The seeds will be calculated and spread. In India is not there, but foreign countries are there. So we can focus on this area, how we can effectively automate the process. Automatically, how we can seeds in the land. This is also one of the third area. So focus on this area. Fine. For example, a smart farm system automatically adjusts irrigation, pest control, nutritional supply based on the real-time field conditions without farmer instructions. In India, only we are doing the agriculture through the formally supervising. Okay. Foreign countries, UK, US, what they are doing, full and full automated. Europe, full and full automated. And then less human being is monitoring. Fine. Already have seen these images, correct? Previous slides. What they are doing? Yes. Automatically water. Automatically water supply. Automatically. In drip irrigation department also is there, but it is not fully automated in India. It is not fully automated in India. So it is automatically available, but it is high cost. How we can reduce the cost? You just think about how to reduce the cost, prices and costs. How we can affordable price we can offer to the all farmers. Try to think about that side. You can think. You can do the projects on this area also. It is very very useful to everyone. What about your next 5 year plan in agriculture? What you are going to do? What you are going to contribute to agriculture invention? Agriculture invention science. Fine. John Deere. Do you know the John Deere? Maybe you have seen the tractor, correct? Yeah, you can search in the Google. Google. So the John Deere will be coming. They have created a lot of tractors, automated tractors in USA. Uses A and GPS enabled tractors to adjust the seeding depth and spacing in real time. Yeah, not in India, in US. Okay. Increasing yields by every year percent, 15 percentage net increase in the yield when they are using the automated system of tractors. Here, their yield means what? The profit, right? They're earning the 50%. What is the impact? If I'm using the automated tools, okay, automated seed cultivations, what is the benefit? What is the impact of those things? Lower input costs and higher yields. Lower input costs and high yields. Reduced water and fertilizer waste. So reduce the water and fertilizer waste. Fine. For example, DJ agriculture drones used on rice and wheat fields reduce pesticide uses by 30 to 40 percentage. What is the impact? What is the impact? If I'm using drones, what is the impact? Faster coverage of large fields. Faster coverage of larger fields. Reduce the labor cost. Reduce the labor cost. If I am using drone technology, I can easily reduce the cost. Safer for farmer hands. Safer for farmer hands. Do you know that they are distributing the medicines, that spray. They are spraying the medicines, correct? All the plants, like paddy field and other things, correct? Human only they are manually they are distributing the medicines, right? Medicines or pesticides, whatever it may be. So they are using the man. So people are using some motor, right? They are using some few motors in the day. Only the space big size. But people find that there is no drone technology implemented in. In India also implemented. Few companies are they have taken the responsibility and implemented. So you can also focus on this area. Okay, you know the Garuda Aerospace? Garuda Aerospace is a drone technology. They are mainly focusing on the agriculture field. Okay, drone is the ambassador. Okay, the government sponsor full and full. So the Garuda Aerospace, they are focusing on the drone technology. Full, they are covering the agriculture fields. Fully they are covered. Fine, in India. Fine. Similarly, what about your yeah, early pest disease detections? Farmers upload the crop photos. Which farmer is going to upload the photos in India? Nothing. Correct. They cannot able to use the app. So we need to create an app for their understanding purpose, for their user friendly, their local languages. So you can also creativity. You just implement your ideas on the those things. Fine. So they identify this is like a leaf blights or infestations with high accuracy. What are the impacts? Of sorry, crop loss, reduce chemical usage, and its early intervention. So here just look at the right side, the mango tree is there, right? I'm asking one questions. Okay. For example, in your house or land, one mango tree will be there. Okay. The small mango tree. Okay. This year is calculated as okay. Each. Can you able to predict next year why this tree, this tree definitely will be next year 60 kg will come or 40 kg will come. Suppose I'm doing these things. Okay. Can you able to predict there is no technology we don't have. Why we cannot able to? It's complicated, okay, but we can calculate approximately, right? What exactly we can calculate approximately, like 50 kg or 59 kg or same kgs. Same kg means what? What we got it in the previous years. The same yield we can achieve like this. We are not doing like this, correct? So like this, just to think about how we can innovate. So I have a one manuality. So this year is cultivating 10 mangoes. Next year you are going to input this input. I'm going to do these things. So next year I will get definitely this much yield. So like that we just manage the mango tree. Yeah. What about your next 10-year plan? So 10-year plan everywhere. So already almost artificial intelligence okay, included in all the fields. Similarly, the next 10 years, mostly we are going to automate all agriculture, all the agriculture land. Fine. For example, fully autonomous farms, and farms in USA. Autonomous greenhouse using robots and AI to grow crops without human labor. So no need to monitor any human labor. Automatically will be monitored. See, and then robust harvesting and soaking. See, just look at that image. Who is harvesting? The strawberry harvest. Human is harvesting or robot is harvesting? No. That is implemented in US. What about us? What we are going to do next 10 years? What about your land? Why we can't able to implement like this in our agriculture land? We can implement, correct? Foreign is possible. Why it's not possible to ours? Our country. possible, right? Sorry, cost. Yeah, you just think about how to reduce the cost, how we can give cheap and best. No, don't import the technology, just invent the new things. Always we are importing the technology, always the cost will be increasing. Don't, don't think about that way. Please think about how we can create ourselves, how we can use our farmers. Like this way, please think about. For example, you are doing one project. Please, you just initiate. Upcoming people, they will come and continue the projects. Again, the other people can, they will come and continue the projects. So finally, they will achieve, correct? Maybe who is started? You are the first person is started. Okay, you are the first invention. Invented the tech. After that, upcoming people they are enhancing the technology, modify the technology. So you just start. Fine. Robot performs planting and harvesting with high accuracy and speed. Okay. Agro agro robot. So the meaning is agro robot. Okay. Strawberry harvesting robots using computer vision to pick red fruits. Okay. What are the impacts? Solves labor shortage, reduce crop damage, increases harvest speed. So when you are going to when you are going to inventing these type of machines, so these are all the major impact you will get. These are all the major impact you will get. What about next one? AI control seed selection. AI control seed selection. For example, I am going to cultivate the seeds in the land. So the seeds should be suitable to the soil. First, I need to check it. Correct? If it is automatic, means automatic after cultivation, okay, the farmer will be feeling about that it's not growing properly, it's not cultivating properly, who is the loss? The farmer is the biggest loss. They can't able to, the government will give any subsidy. No. Government never give any, never support to the farmers. But if you have strong technology on a part, we can easily suggest to the farmers. Fine. Examples. A crop science and man-science tool. Okay. They implement seed selection platforms tailored to solve the climate zones. Okay, what are the impact we can get it? Higher germination rates improve resistance to pest and drought, increased crop productivity. So these are all the major impact, these are the major benefits we got it if we have implemented through area control seed selections. Okay, what we are going to do usually, our farmer, our fathers, maybe they are going to buying the some stores and they are cultivating land. Right. We don't know all the seeds are original or for tea. We don't know exactly. Right. It is hybrid or it is original. We don't know exactly. Right. Fine. What about your next 20 years vision? What about your next 20 years vision in agriculture? What about your next 20 years? So you try on new technology upcoming 5 years, upcoming 10 years, upcoming 20 years. So your intervention should be to all the situations. Fine. For example, see these things are already invented. So simply try to invent new things here. Implement here. Fine. Self-sustaining autonomous forms. What is self-sustaining autonomous forms? Have you seen these forms? Where is these forms? Sorry, China. Very good. Then Japan. Then South Korea. Very good. South Korea, North Korea. I think Kim Jong, your friend. Fine. Then very good. Fine. Firms operate independently using AI, robots, renewable energy. Renewable energy is very, very important in a normal situation. Our situation, renewable energy, very, very important. Principal sir is telling about solar panel. Correct? Yeah. Fine. And closed loop systems for water, nutrition, and waste. Okay, for example, Neta, it is located in where? Israel. It is located in Israel. So Israel is the first invention about these forms. Okay, small irrigation systems powered by solar energy, optimizing water use automatically. Water resource they are using optimized. Okay, they never waste the water. Water is very, very important. But in India, but compared to other states, I've seen in Andhra Pradesh, the water facility, water management is very good. In Kerala also is very good, water management. Kerala and Andhra Pradesh, I've seen in Karnataka, but again, these three states are water management is very good. Yeah. So how we can improve the how we can integrate this AI technology? See, this forms okay, small irrigation systems powered by solar energy or renewable energy. This form fully controlled by renewable energy or optimizing water usage automatically. Vertical forms. Okay. Air control indoor forms using ramps, air flow within 95% less water. Okay, if you are using this kind of forms, okay, what is the form? Forming vertical form. Vertical, nowadays in India, it's popular in the top, you know, that in the cosmopolitan cities, like major cities, they are forming the, what is that? What is the name called? House forms, correct? Small, small planet, they are cultivating, small, small vegetables, they are cultivating, correct? Yes. Nowadays, they are started. Few people are started to cultivate small, small vegetables, like a carrot, like beetroot, and so many things. Like go fine. What are the impacts? Suppose we are implementing these things. What are the major impact will be this? Zero waste farming, minimal human labor, energy and water efficient and managed. So the energy resource means the renewable energy, water resource. Efficiently we can use it. Guys, do you understand now? In agriculture, where we are, okay, only the existing technology where implementing we are doing right now. Please compare that. These technologies are not yet implemented here. These technologies already existing one successfully they were implemented. So what we are going to do, please take note. In your area, in your circle, how you are going to efficiently implement this type of these kinds of technologies. Fine. So the agriculture, maybe you are getting some clear idea, clear picture about that 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Okay. The next one, space and desert forming with AI trainings. Space and desert form. Do you know the desert form? Desert. Do you know the desert, right? In desert forming, what are the plants we can cultivate in desert? Sorry? Sorry? Cactus. So cactus. Okay. Dates, yeah, very good. Dates. Because Gulf countries, they're mainly they're cultivating dates. Another one, it what first we need to make it we should create the area as a green area. Okay, see that this side also we can cultivate all the things. But we didn't try. Nowadays, so other countries, which countries like Saudi Arabia, those countries are trying something. So some countries are developing so many things. Fine. A enable farmings and extreme environments such as deserts, okay, space stations, and future lunars or which one? Mountain farms. Okay. In NASA, which province? Astronauts successfully growing which one? Lettuce on International Space Station using AI assisted monitoring. Okay. So they don't have space to cultivate here. That's why they went to where? Space. They are cultivating. They're trying. See, they know very well in Earth is a planet. We can cultivate everything. All the agrees. Okay. All the agreements things we can cultivate there. They are trying the next level. So think about this is the next level. They're trying to cultivate in space. Okay, fine. Let's say agriculture in UAE. UAE means United Arab Emirates, right? Fully deserted area. Okay, when you are going to do that, which one? Boring, whatever you are going to do, suppose you are developing something, what will happen? Oil money, right? Area also there. Okay, A forward, okay, hydroponic farms, building vegetables, are plants. What is this? What is this vegetable? The right side of the picture is it is cleaning, right? White pumpkins, correct? White pumpkins. What is the benefit of these pumpkins? Sorry, what is the benefit of these pumpkins? In India, what they are doing? So this tea is goes right? It is if you are drinking juice in summertime, okay, your body will be cool. Yes. So very good. Okay. Very good. These vegetables. Okay. In our country, they are using this tea. Okay. Eden ISS projects. Okay. And honey. See space farming using air control environments. Air control environments. Antarctica is fully ice. Snow and ice. Fine. What are the future outcome? What are the benefit or what are the negatives? Production in extreme climates. Food production in extreme climates. And in reducing dependency on which one? Honorable land. Support for space exploration and colonization. Support for space exploration and colonization. Fine. So these are all the income we'll get it. The next one, irrigation. What is the irrigation plan here? The one dam is built into a government, correct? In all the countries, not in China, all the countries. What is the name of the dam? Polavana projects. It's successfully done or it's going on. Okay, fine. Irrigation with global food distribution rainbows. So global distribution rainbows. AI platforms, storage, logistics, and markets with a single intelligent global food system. See, is there any AI, for example, in your area, is cultivated after that, okay, how much this season we got a total yield? Do you know? Do you know any idea about that total yield of this season? This season, is there any A is there? Can you able to calculate? No. You just look at the newspaper. Okay. Only one line news will be coming. So this much information we got it. That's all. Can you able to mine the each individual zonal districts and then which one? like a village or town or panchayat, whatever it may be. You can name the family. This panchayat, we got a responsibility of this season. Can you able to show it statistics report? Is there any AA? Is there any AA? No. Why we can't able to generate? Why we can't able to create? Why we can't able to create it? We can create. We can create those kinds of things. So just to summarize one A, all the formers will be their input. Okay, their yield. Then fill the things you can get the everything. All the details you will get from the fingerprint one. For example, IBM Food Trust. IBM Food Trust. You can check out in Google also. Okay. Usually, the which technology, blockchain plus AI technology, tracks from farm to consumer. From where? From the farmer to consumer. Okay. Improving transparency in reducing the waste. Improve the transparency. The main thing is transparency and reduce the waste. Amazon Walmart also is there. They are using supply chain concept, AI-driven demand forecasting and logistics optimization, and FAO digital platforms. Monitor global food supply and distribution in real time. Right. So similarly, these things are some example of which one connected to irrigation to the global food distribution networks. And what are the impact of future outcome? Reduce food waste. Main thing is we can food waste reduced. Faster and smart distribution. Where the ranking we can easily take and then we can easily pass food to those and then stable global food prices. Prices controlling. Suddenly the price will be increasing means what will happen? Suddenly nowadays the price will be increasing. Which price? Which item's price will be increasing in India? Gold, right? Gold is increasing, right? Suddenly is increasing above 1 lakh. We can't imagine, right? Every day is increasing. Why? Demand. Okay, then sorry. Okay, then that price we can able to monitor it. But our agriculture, okay, farm and their activity, but they cannot able to monitor the prices. It is a corporate. Agriculture is not a corporate business. Fine. Okay. Okay. The next very important major important things in do you know HR, right? Do you know HR? HR means what? Human resource. Okay, you know, IT company HR, I know, right? But how it is possible to manage the human resource in agriculture? Yes. There is no AI. There is no proper website also. For example, a person having 10 acres land, the person wants to pay 50 members wants to understand that. Person will be approaching. How person will be hiring them? Who knows skilled persons? How the farmer is going to analyze? Is there any website? Is there any website? Is there? There is no single website also. Just to go to okay, OLX or Twitter, you can easily find the plumber application or whatever it is, right? Anything you can find it. But can you able to find it any agriculture human resource? So you Science, you can integrate with the AI and then you can monitor, you can distribute the human resource in agriculture. This is another area. So, fine. Okay. Okay. Manual level workers' attendance and wages are written in notebook. This can cause mistakes and payments issues. For example, a form supervisor marks attendance on paper, the record is lost, but the workers may not get paid correctly. They cannot get it properly. Suppose once the supervisor is lost, you know, and the limited skills development. Everyone comes to the education department, everyone goes to work on the TV department, who will do the agriculture work. How many of them interested to agriculture? Only one. Only one person is interested. One, two, three, four. Only four people. Only four people. Smart agriculture. Okay, very good. You can try something in your home, not in the big, little bits. Just a little bit, you just try. Fine. Limited skills, the workers learn only by experience. Very little formal training is common. Example, a worker uses farm machines for year but never received proper training to use the new equipments. They don't know how to use the new equipments. They are lacking the technology also because they are farmer, right? They don't know how to operate the new machines. Fine. So this is major area. You can also focus on your suppose this semester you have any new project, just focus on the deep area. You want to organize who is skilled people, who is requirement of those skilled people, you just analyze. Just integrate with A. Just try to do something. Fine. What about in 5, 10, 20 years plan? Everyone considering what kind of jobs and who will do agricultural jobs. You imagine right now. Just imagine. In future, okay, the farm trade is going to occupy the agricultural field. At the time, we are all going to working on the job company. Yes, definitely. Definitely, we are going to operate in the AI machine. Definitely, we are going to operate on the AI technology on agriculture. Sure, fine. Okay. A improves how farm workers are managed and surviving over the time. So at that time we need to depend on the one corporate company. So like this, A schedule farm works and give huge stress alerts to workers. Small reliable worker skills for ready essays. Okay. Continuous planning. Then in one polygonals. Okay. There is going to teach to how to calculate the order deviation. Organic drones or small deviations. The next 20 is species of humans all of the eyes. See, thus, vision, all the species is going to work as humans. Okay. Performance, students using digital terms. What are the future? No. Future benefit of villages. Healthier and safer business. So, farmer is instruction is noticed. Companies skill development. So they can improve their skills. Higher productivity. So normally, okay, hand to focus hand under AI, so we get more having from human error collaborations. So we are going to collaborate with somebody. Tries to understand that. I'm sure in agriculture is very, very important. Fine. Wild animals. Next, we are going to focusing on the wild animals. Wild animals is very, very important, right? In agriculture, they are also one of the participants, correct? For wild animals. Fine. Personal technology. Technology helps monitor, protect, and study wild animals. For example, forest is there, trees is there, okay. Monitor how many elephants are there, how many tigers, how many lions. So, mountains. Okay. GPS. Use for defense. Work. Human confidence. Support for defense custody. Human land. Human living area. We need to, we need to set out, right? We need to protect to enter into the human beings. Through camera. Motion sensor cameras capture animal activities in forests and wildlife service. A spices identifications. A analyzes images to identify spices like a tigers, lion, or rat. Okay. See, in Andhra Pradesh, lot of forests available, right? In Andhra Pradesh, tiger is available, tiger elephants. It's available. Is there? Is there? I don't know. Tiger is available not. Simply is right. And then elephants. Elephant is there. Guys, don't tell the jungle elephants. I'm asking about wild elephants. So we need to monitor that all the animals definitely pass. So after wildlife monitoring, we need to monitor all the animals also. And then include compensation efforts, reduce poaching, endangered spices. Mention of endangered spices. What about your future plans? How we are going to protect all the wildlife animals? How we are going to protect? What about your future plans? Next 5 years plans. See, for example, all elephants has gone. What is happening? See, the wild animals also doing some routine works, right? Wild animals, okay. Wild animals also helps to the environment. Suppose those animals is gone away. Then what we are going to do? Their work, who will do it? Their work, who will do it? Who will do it? Nothing, right? Fine. So we need to protect all the wildlife needs. I'll show you some examples also. You can also think about those things. Fine. What about your 5 year plans? A movement pattern protections. A analysis animal movement data to predict migration routes and prevent human animal conflicts. So, for example, if you are using a concept, okay, you can easily find their path. All the animals will be, and this season will be migration from one place to another place. Okay. And then what about your next 10 years plan? Drones for monitoring and risk. For example, some animals will be had some injuries. Okay. Injuries. Maybe you have seen some short videos on YouTube or Instagram. Right? We like very fancy, right? Essentially, eight notes, just notes helps to use meanings which which are those whatever one next to 20 lines. Whatever one next to 20 years, yes. Rich from forests and water sources, music, soil, climate, vegetarian data, exists of others have the data to endangered spices, okay, across countries. So we forget those ways. Okay. Have you seen these things? Do you know these things? What is the first one? First two. What is the name? No, I'm asking that one. This name. What is this name? This one, this one. English, right? Flight, simulating flying this. What is that one name? What it will do? The only thing, guys, actually, do you know the name of that? Index. Sorry? Dragon? Dragon flying. Dragon flying. What is the name? What is the name of the thing? Unica. Okay. What? Question. What did we do? Pollination. Why is then when the major works, it will go like who's explaining? You know how guys, now please think about that first two things and I think that index only what will be moving forward. All the bags will be moving on the forward only. This index, this climb only, okay, moving from the same place will be flying and it will moving forward and forward. That technology is entirely different. What it will do, it will kill the all the mosquitoes. The major one, it will kill and it will eat all the mosquitoes. Maybe you have seen them agriculture. Nowadays, this injects reduce how? Nowadays, this injects reduce how? Not pesticides, pollution, pollution. Then, what are the major impact? Radiation. We are using 5G technology, 6G technology, 7G, 8G. Okay, lot of technology, advanced technology we are using. So automatically this okay, wildlife events is gone. One is what it is reducing. There is also reducing. Okay, honeybee is reducing. And then what is happening in last one of birds? And we see black sparrow, black sparrow. See, it is also reducing every day. We just check with ChatGPT. Okay, every day how much these animals will be, birds will be reducing from the end. So radiation, it is something we should suppose. See, These engines are doing some work in the environment. They are cleaning the environment. They are doing some intelligent works. Suppose these things are not there in our air or ground, what we are going to do? We need to do that work. So we need to protect these things. How we are going to protect these animals, these birds, these bees, okay, these birds, how we are going to protect through AI technology. Our invention should not tell these things. So your invention should be protect everything, not affect many things. Find invention, profit, fine. So nowadays, how to protect through AI, how we can use AI technology, how we can save these things. So we just think about this area. My friend, is that the Ramananda. First, analyze the first image. After that, you just look at the second image. After that, you just look at the another. The third one is the last one. What he is doing first one? He is trying to sleep. He is going to sleep, right? He is going to sleep. After that, what will happen? Next thing is going to try sleep. After that, again, yes, you wake up, correct? Guys, the same thing, how many of them have played? Every day, or every day these things? Every day. Every day, see, all of the slides. Guys, please use your intelligence. Guys, please listen. Please observe everyone. Please use your intelligence. See, the radiation, okay, radiation 5G, 6G, 7G, 8G, the radiation is in these things. Okay, these rays are radiation illuminate. The next slide, the mosquito. Mosquito is very small time. Okay, honeybees and insects. So mosquito. Okay, and the honey. Okay, this is increasing every day. How is it possible? How you are how you are going to control mosquitoes through AI technology. Guys, it's the best time. This is really important things. Another thing is that see every day we are getting irrigation from the mosquitoes. We are not able to sleep properly. How going to kill mosquitoes through AI technology? How going to kill mosquitoes using new AI technology? You please think about how I am going to control those things now. Two, how I'm going to permanently kill. Please, you can invention of any technology. You can stop the home. Technology should be control or kill the switch fire. If you are invention new one product will be selling all over the world. Definitely. You will get more content, you will get simplicity on your cost, and then you can reach energy generations. Mosquitoes will take. Okay. The next one, birds. The next one, birds. Yeah. Try to help scientists study and protect birds' species. See, birds are all very, very important because birds spreading the seeds. Guys, all of you please listen, look at Birds are spreading the seeds all over the world. From it will be migrating, it will be transferring, it will be traveling on from one place to another place. Okay, minimum a bird will be okay, traveling minimum spreading. Okay. So the bird will be spreading the seeds. It is cultivating. Okay, birds not flying easily. It's spreading, it is cultivating the seeds. Fine. So we need to protect them. So GPS tracking for migrations. When we hear the news, when we hear the news, okay, some birds, okay, the drones, CRO, it will be, some birds will be coming from other continents, other countries, correct? And they're traveling to from one location to another locations. Fine. So they are monitoring. GPS, if you are going to supermarket, each and every the item are you want walk or back, right? Similarly, GPS track, okay, from long distance migration of birds like storms and eagles. These things are traveling long distance. So we need to one that. Then A monitoring of population trends. A analyzes bird count data to detect population increasing or declining. We should know the simple of the particular birds, details. Will be growing or declining. Fine. Sensor networks for nesting and feeding. Sensor monitors nesting sites and feeding habits without installing birds. Huh. What about the crop outcome? What about the income? Fine. Understanding of migration routes. So we can easily identify the migration routes. Early detection of migration spaces. Improve the conversation efforts. Improve word conversation efforts. What about the future plans? What about the next 5 year plans? And next 10 year plans? What about the next 20 years? So how we are going to save them? How we are going to protect them all the us? What about the following? State analysis, weather, climate, and food availability, protect migrations, goods, and dangers like storms or army loss. Oh. 10 years habitat optimizing using AI. So that one habitat loss we are going to optimization using AI technology. So these technology I'm going to discuss with you where it will implement in the future plan. Please think about this is future plan we are going to implement. AI suggests ideal locations for nesting and feeding, improving survival rates. Okay. What about the 50 years plans? AI studies group behaviors in flocks to understand coordination and communications. Their communications with understand. What about the next step? To the 20 years plan. Global AI for word conversation. First, we are going to implement. Okay. 20 years we are going to concentrate on globally. AI system worldwide shared bird data to protect endangered species and track migration patterns globally. So first we are going to implement ourselves after the 50 years plans. We are going to implement it globally. So not only saving ourselves, we are going to protect what the three mantras. What the three mantras? Do you remember that three mantras? People, problem. Correct. So global means sorry. So no need to need that. Can begin popular in the protect the waters, right? What about irrigation and water sources? have seen in Andhra Pradesh also, there was areas where in Vijayawada also, Vijayawada is a Krishna water is floating right. In Vijayawada also, the nearby the canal is going on, Krishna water canal is going on, lot of water also floating. Okay. The next thing, the farmer is using the Krishna irrigation systems. Yes, I have seen where that when I went to K University, K University in Vijayawada. So Vijayawada, before that, there is a canal is there, big canal. It's a very big canal. Okay. It's now in Vijay. They are getting lot of things, the rose, and then herbals, the one herbals, no. And chicken also that's nice. Chicken makes for the spiders. Oh, they will see it and Gogra. Gogra. So Gogra, these Gogra also they cultivated. They are using only irrigation. Lot of water is floating on the for big. They are implementing only irrigations. I was shocked. The rose fun. Gogra also. They are not waste water. I observed it. Fine. Next one, water is very, very important. Water is very, very important. What about the current technology? See, modern technology helps farmers use water efficiently. For example, in irrigation, soil pressure sensors, automated pumps, and tanks. So these are the current technology. These are all the major current technology. Okay. The first one, get water directly to the plant roots, reducing waste using the forms across India is the very important. And soil moisture sensors measure soil water levels to avoid overwater. Correct. For example, have enough water in the soil, so you don't want to find fill the water. So I want to stop. So why do you need precision forms? Turn irrigation system on and off, automatically consistent with watering, but common in commercial form. This will be connecting. For example, water is enough in my land. So automatically turn it off. So how can we turn it off? What the technology we are using sensor. Mainly we are using the sensors. Correct? What are the outcome of the efficient water use? Higher crop yields, reduce the river for irrigation. Okay. 5 years. What about next 5 years, and 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of that? In irrigation. In irrigation, what are the current technology is there? Next 5 years, what you are going to do, what you are going to do, improving current technology, what you are going to mention, you are going to implement the current technology. That is major. First is a system suggests the right amount of water for each crop to prevent over or under watering. So a artificial intelligence is going to suggest how much water is required for this particular land. Sensor detects leaks in irrigations. Okay. Maybe the sensor is going to detect the irrigation leakages. Okay. There is no, now they are monitoring manually. You can implement through sensor irrigations. Okay. Since it detects leaks in irrigation channels and manage the restorative levels automatically. Okay. Okay. AI uses weather forecast to adjust irrigation schedules in real time. Right. So AI uses weather forecast. You can adjust irrigation schedule in the real time. For example, today you are going to planning to supply the water in your land. Okay, similarly, the cloud is not to rain. Further rains now, you stop the waters. The two releases. So the rain will be fulfilled by the land. So you can stop your which one? Which one place? That's the thing. And the next to 10 years plans. Area control irrigation worldwide for fresh water use across for the regions. So we can globally next to the all the India's plans goes to the globally. Air control irrigation worldwide, optimizing water use across regions. Water is enough. Water is very, very important. There is no water. Okay, how much liter you are consuming your water in your body? Water is in your body. 3 or 5, 4 to 5. Don't think about 5 minutes. It's famous. Hmm. Reduce water wasting. Healthier crops and higher yields. Okay, yes, manual labor for irrigation. Smarter climate and adapted farming. See, the groundwater will be increasing. The groundwater will be increasing when you are going to apply, when you are going to implement irrigation, drip irrigation. Automatically the groundwater level will be increasing. Automatically you will get more rain. Correct? When the ground level water will be increasing, automatically, okay, will be increase will be like, automatically rain will be increasing in our land. Okay, automatically the rain will be increasing. Fine. In world water day, 22. Or is regulating world water day? Okay, there are different symbols. Fine. Water sources. The water sources are from Spain. Many of them. What are the current technology we use in water sources? Water sources. And manage water sources for agriculture and communities. See, when you are going to build a house, when you are going to build new house, what you are going to do? First steps. Sorry. Planning, government, government. No. No. First, we need to water sources. We need bore, right? Borewell, right? So you are going to identify this particular place. Okay. Water sources are available. When the water sources are available in more, that land will be increasing the cost. Price will be increasing. It's double. Right? There is no water out in the groundwater. That land will be cost is reduced. So first thing we need to analyze the groundwater. Groundwater monitoring, the current technologies. First measure water levels in wells. Okay. To prevent over extractions. Remote sensing. Satellites and drones monitoring rivers and groundwater changes over the large rivers. Conserve level. Digital fence and water rivers dams to manage irrigation and supply. So these are the technology. So existing one. So these technology are not implemented in. So these technology, existing one only, but these technologies are not implemented through AI. So now AI is a current technology. So we can focus on this areas. How we can AI technology for these areas. Okay. What are the current outcome? Better water sources management, prevention of water shortages, early detection of droughts, sustainable of water, sustainable use of water. What about the next 5 years? 10-year plans, 10-year plans, 20-year plans. How we are going to implement in AI technology. All the technology, see, we are focusing on current technology and future also. In future, we are going to implement a concept. Fine. AI will help manage water resources efficiently. Okay. And sustainability over the next 20 years. AI analyzes rainfall, rainflow, and groundwater to predict water supply for farms and cities. Okay, it will supply to the farms and cities also. Sensors and AI optimize water distribution across farms, reservoir, and pipes. And AI system treat like recycled wastewater for irrigation and industrial use. So recycle. How to recycle the which one? Industry wastewaters. AI monitors and manage water worldwide, balancing supply, demand, and climate impacts. Okay, AI will help to the so look like a supply chain. Where is the demand? It will be helps to supply chain. Where is the water? Water demand. Do you know zero day? Do you know zero day? Zero day. Zero day. D-E-Y. Zero is an E-R-O. Zero day. Have you heard about this word? Zero day. In South Africa, okay, only allow the capital. Okay, in South Africa capital, only 5 liters per person able to consume. Only 5 liters. Yes. You can search on Google or you can search on any ChatGPT. Okay. What is the meaning of zero day? Okay. Only the South Africa, okay, capital, they allowed only 5 liters of water. They never allow. There is no water. There is no water in South Africa. Only they allow 5 liters. But for we have for we have lot of water. Okay, when you are going to what? You just open the it will be maybe water is going to wastage. On Sunday, going to wash the grass. Only lot of water we are using. Please also carry. So please try to use the water little bit. We just control the waters. Fine. The next one. The next one. Climate. The next one. Climate conditions. The climate conditions helps to agriculture. Correct? Climate condition is very, very important. Okay. Humidity and climate. Humidity and here summer season started, right? Not climate is starting, yes, right? Right. Technology helps monitor climate conditions to support farming and environmental weather station and IoT sensors. Sensors measure humidity. Okay, these technologies are current technology. So sensor is going to measure the humidity level, temperature level, and then rainfall. Okay, in the field. Okay, crop and health alerts. Systems send alerts for heat stress, frost, or disease. This is based on climate data. Climate data collection. Long term, okay, climate data is collected to understand changing weather patterns. So these are the current technology focusing on these things. Another, please look at these things. These are the outcome of current technology. Better climate awareness can create more awareness about the problem. Early warning for ground damages. We can use awareness to the farmers, improve the farming decisions, reduce the climate related losses. All of this one, first one and second one. Guys, what is the first one? The second one. What is the second one? Whether equality, taking health, humanity, monitoring. The next one, what is the first one? Temperature, humidity sensor is there, right? Humidity detection is there, okay, sensor is there. It is going to identify and send to all over the network. All the data will be sent to the all over. Okay. What about one? Next thing. What about your next one? 5 year, 10 year, 20 year plans. How we are going to save your climate. Climate is very, very important, right? Suddenly the flood is coming. What you are going to do? Now you are not affected by tsunami, correct? You are not affected by tsunami. Tsunami, no tsunami. You are not affected. The saving plan. So, yeah. Tsunamis, Japan is or Indonesia, even India also, India is big. In Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, yeah, Kerala, so many people are affected by tsunami. So climate is very, very important. Climate condition is very, very important. What about the fungus now? Rain means local weather changes. So you can create AI. So that AI is going to predict the local changes like rainfall, humidity, for specific forms. AI system gives early warnings for flood, droughts, and heat waves. AI helps farmers choose climate resilience crops and farming methods. Okay, it supports your farming responsibility access. Proper access. We can take the access. So these are all the climate conditions for future plans. The next one, what is that? Have you seen this image earlier? Have you seen this image, this animation? What do you think about organic intelligence? Do you have any idea about organic intelligence? Artificial intelligence, I'm asking about organic intelligence. Artificial is general intelligence. I'm asking about organic. You are telling artificial is generally artificial intelligence. I'm asking about the, see, we are discussing about, see, in your village, do you know village? Do you know millet? For example, I have calculated in my mind today. Okay, after 3 months, I got the just getting my loss. Then next year, after 1 year, again I'm going to take that millets. I'm going to calculate. It will be just a step. It will be growing. How? What is the miracle? How it will grow? What happened? How it protects the grains. Okay, that's which one. For example, cardio anything with a single window. How it protect itself. What is the methods it is using? Okay, how manage the climate conditions? I just packed in one plastic or whatever it may be. Okay, I think I kept it in the house. Next year I'm going to open. Okay, just to spread over the map in water. It will be growing. Uh, in which mechanism is using that millets? Maybe some millets may be damaged, some millets may be having soul, will be growing up. Not only millets, every seeds. Every seeds. In which mechanism, in which intelligence is using. That is the concept of other intelligence. So we need to predict. So this seeds using this kind of mechanism. That's why it is living maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. So we need to predict the life. This year I calculated this seeds. Okay, this seeds. Okay, using this kinds of mechanism, this will be living on this much year. So that is the concept of which one? Organic ingredients. It is, I mean, bio people are researching more and more on this field. Fine. Okay, the concept. Organic intelligence combines. So we are going to combine AI plus with ideas taken from nature and living systems. All of you please understand. Okay, I'm going to combine which one? AI with ideas taken from nature and living system. An algorithm, A algorithm inspired by ant colonies, bee swarms, neural networks. Have you seen these things? Sorry, have you seen these words? Okay, A algorithm, ant colonies, bee swarms, neural systems. Okay, fine. There is that is plant growth, meaning behavior and human thinking to improve the systems. Systems makes flexible, adaptive decisions similar to living organizations. What about the powerful? Smart problem solving using natural methods. Works in harmony with nature. It is all the output icon. This is what we are going to do. Next step, 5 years plans, 10 years plans, or 2 years. Organic intelligence already being used by learning from the nature. We are going to learn from the nature only. Okay. Try inspired neural networks. So artificial neural networks. Do you know ANN? Artificial neural networks or model of the human brain and used in image recognition and speech systems. Swarm intelligence. Algorithms inspired by flocking birds and ant colonies optimized traffic flow. Okay, road movement and logistics. Which technology? Optimizing traffic flow, road movement and logistics. Plant communication model. The next one, AI studies how plants respond to what stress to improve systems. So these are the applications and current outcomes. You see this short video on YouTube or Instagram. Have you seen? Guys, what is that one? What is that one? Birds. Birds are moving, flying on the air. They're moving, flying on moving. They are using one intelligent techniques. The technique is called PSO. Form organization. PSO means not your education. Okay. PSO means yes. Okay. What is the current outcome? We got it. More efficient, active AI systems, quick coordination in complex tasks, the understanding of natural process. What about organic intelligence? Next plan. You just plan using AI to field of organic intelligence. Organic intelligence, organic intelligence is one that closely moves AI with natural systems. Organic intelligence always depends natural systems. Say, the system we are going to integrate with AI. AI system combine biological signals with machines for better control and learning. AI studies ecosystem. So even AI, you are going to create one AI. That AI is going to study the ecosystem. Okay. Optimize source and the balance. AI system continuously adapt and improve like living organism and 20th plan. AI systems operate in harmony with natural intelligence and environmental ethics. Environmental ethics. So environmental ethics is which you follow, right? We cannot against the environment. We cannot follow the environment. To study, first we need to study the environment. We are going to create the create order techniques. We need to focusing on these things. What is the future? Um, and resilience area. The word is very, very important. I think connecting is sustainable nature, smart decision making system, smart decision making system, balance coexistence of A and nature. Okay, we need to maintain the balance. Coexistence. Coexistence of A and nature. We need to both one. Nature first. Okay. I will give you 5 minutes time to think about these images. I'll give you, okay, all the topics are over. Okay. Now, please watch this, the last slides. Okay. Please think about and let me know what you are thinking about these images. Mango season will come. And maybe coffee or yeah, nothing or tea. 5 minutes, I'll leave the time. Please think about round of times 4, 5 to 4 10. You please think about these two different things and let me know, or any one person, please let me know what you are understand. input these two images? No. What are you understanding? Sorry. Okay. Okay. Is there any other area? Is there any new area in the Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Next one. Yes. Yeah. Okay. See, from last 2 hours, all of you listen. From last 2 hours, we are extending the leadership department, how we are going to integrate AI next. So, it makes that concept try to implement, to integrate this technology, these two units. So that concept needs to have these two units. Artificial intelligence plus yeah, IoT. These two technology, how I going to integrate with the images. How we are using your AI in T. Very good. Very good. This one is data calculation really results data. Then next nothing timing everything of waiting after quality then next comes the picture. So yes, feedback. What is the feedback? The feedback you are getting. Taste, taste, sweet, then smell. Yeah, very good. Very good. Next, sorry. Yes. Exactly. For example, I'm going to prepare a cup of tea. Okay. For example, your mother is preparing a cup of tea. That tea is very good taste, very good smell. You are feeling very good. When you are drinking, you are getting more enthusiasm. And you are getting more energy. Okay. The same taste, the same the same smell. Okay. Suppose you are doing in shop, you cannot get it correct. You cannot get it. Where you are getting only in your own. So the multiplication is everything is good. That smell, that taste, that which one? Everything is all the ingredients we are going to currently is data. Okay. I'm going to feed into the air. After that, I'm going to compare into the and then hopefully going to dump that. I'm going to combine. So first I'm going to prepare one of things. After that, I'm going to find the new thing. That is equal or lesser or greater than. Do you understand? I am telling. So helps to all the devices, sensors, and everything, right? Optimization, you are going to optimize. I'm going to optimize the things. So that's why I just showed one image. So, for example, one device you are going to find it. I'm going to invent one device after preparing tea, coffee, or good drinks, or whatever it may be, guys. It's not easy. What it may be, I'm going to prepare it. Okay, I'm just thinking place. Okay, it's like this sensor. The sensor is going to, or AI is going to analyze all the data automatically. Okay, it will be capturing the taste, the color, everything. It's going to taking everything and giving new and will again going to manage seeing, taste, seeing, smell, seeing, and seeing my normal. I'm going to rise to me. Similarly, you can imagine what is the another one? Mango. You can also imagine about the mango. Okay, I just conclude my session. Sure. And that very much community has to understand the key concepts like integration of AI and IoT. So we are very much thankful to you coming to our side. And so this session is closed. And again, the tomorrow the session will start at so I was working at the 9 10 in the same location. Okay, so there's a WhatsApp group and the group has 23, 24, 25 batch. I just posted some marketing sheet for all of you. Okay, I think some 60 students are registered for this AI summit in online. So please check your seeing number in the continuing sheet and tomorrow it is coming the just hour itself you come and do the signature with that sheet for 26 minutes in the WhatsApp. Okay. So that sheet of sheet is already posted in the group. Please look it up and just remember your serial number in the coming to the continuing sheet. Okay. So other serial number and then it will be program. In the signatures for today and tomorrow in the continuing sheet. Okay. Thank you very much. So can you.